Today I got 10 shots prepared for the 10 tips that I'm going to give you that I wish I knew when I was 14. Starting with tip 1, work out. Oh my God. And the thing is, like, I worked out early for the people that are in my age group, and I got jacked pretty early on. But if I were to be able to do it earlier, please do. Middle school especially, high school especially, like, as a freshman, you're looking at yourself, you're like, man, I ain't got that much stuff. Join a sport or join something, start working out, please. This is gonna give you the tips that you need later on when you start seriously lifting, seriously dieting, and start doing shit seriously. So yeah, tip 1, work out, motherfucker. For my next tip, experiment with your hair and style, bro. But this is a time for you to experiment. You're still in school, you're not outside yet, you don't have public eyes that won't tell you anything even though you look like shit. Jokes. But please, experiment with your hair, learn how to take care of your hair, learn how to take care of your style, learn how to take care of your face and stuff of that nature. Because you got people around you that can tell you and have good advice. And now more than ever, there's tips on TikTok and tips on YouTube for you to look at your best self, even if that best self is just you at 14. Tip 3 is gonna be learn a skill, bro. This can be guitar, this can be computer, this can be even sewing, knitting. Learn something, learn a skill, bro. You have so much time. Learn something, please. Tip 4, make sure that you know who your friends are and make sure that you keep them close. Not everybody's gonna be fucking with you, despite what they tell you on the outside. The 5th tip I have for you is to do your schoolwork. Now, throughout this time when I was 14, I was smart enough to where I would procrastinate to the very end to do all my work. And even then, I would do it like not half-assed, but I did it a lot worse than what I could have. Now, I'm not telling you that you shouldn't procrastinate because I'm a person that procrastinates 24/7. I'm a professional at this shit. But I could have saved myself a lot of stressful nights and a lot of like that back in the head thinking if I would have just done the work. And one thing that helped me a lot when it came to that was setting out a specific time and place to do it. See, I hated doing my work like on my bed because I would find myself sleeping and then I wake up and then it's past 11:59 and you already know once it's past 11:59, you're cooked. So set out a time and place and you'll be chilling, I promise you. It takes 21 days to build a habit and I recommend you build this one as soon as possible. Tip number 6, I'd say one of the things that I wish I knew when I was younger is that you don't need to be so anxious all the time. I really feel like when you're in like that 14-year-old mindset, you're seeing a lot of stuff online and seeing like niggas at 18 millionaires, niggas at 20 being millionaires, but realistically, life can be slow. And that's why I'm here telling you, you can relax. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't do what you need to do, but I'm telling you that not everything needs to be accelerated at the rate that you see on social media. As for my next tip sign would be to start working as soon as possible. I'm not gonna hold you when I was younger. I didn't start working until let's say like 15, 16. But what working did a lot was help me how to manage my money and teach me how to have money in my hands for the first time. Plus, it doesn't feel good when you're asking niggas for stuff all the time, bro. I promise you. For tip number 8, I'd say don't be worried if you don't know exactly what you want to do. But don't be afraid to experiment also. Around at 14, what I honestly believed that I was going to do, I was going to become a pro Smash Bros player. Now, I know that sounds stupid, but at the time, I believed that my skills were so good that I could compete up there with esports. Looking back, I was talking out of my ass. But if there's anything I'd do differently, I would experiment way more. I would try new instruments, I would try new sports, and I would try new things, see if I would be able to get into them. Because you don't know what you like until you know what you don't like, and when you know what you don't like, that's what brings you closer to, I'd say, what you do like. I remember also I had this grand fear because you had to be set on like just picking a career at that time. You had to pick just like one thing that you want to do for the rest of your life. To me, that doesn't sound realistic, because I do multiple things at once. You're not restricted to one career path, and even if you may not know what you want to do, you have time and you have options. Just to make sure make sure you use that time and you're not just up here, just fucking scrolling off the ass, As for my 8th tip I got for you, I'd say start social media as soon as possible. Bro, you don't understand. If I knew what I knew now and went back then, I would enter it as soon as possible because now things are saturated. And I'm saying this now, but there's gonna be new shit in the future. So if there's anything that I wish I knew beforehand at 14, make fucking content. It can be shit about what you like, but just post, my nigga. Anyway, especially if you're an athlete or you do sports or you do this or any type of thing, if you're able to get that out there, only more opportunity is gonna roll in for you. I promise you. The 10th and final tip that I have for you today is, well, in order for me to tell this, I'm gonna have to go on for a little bit. There will come times and point of times where nothing works out, and you will receive a loss. Whether you go through a breakup, you lose somebody, you become not close friends with somebody, something will happen, and it's gonna bring you down. And things might keep on happening, and they're gonna keep on happening. I'm not gonna be here to tell you that it won't stop. But what I will tell you is that it gets better. I know throughout my 14 years, from 14 to now, I haven't had it easy, but I have known people who've had it harder. And even throughout that, I can tell you, there is a light at the end. You'll make it out. I promise you, it gets better. So don't give up. I know it sounds cliche, but sometimes you really reach that point where you believe nothing else there's nothing that's given for you. And at times you have to make your own. You have to miss. You have to be the one that ignites the light inside you, because sometimes nobody will. And don't believe that what I'm trying to say is, it gets better. Life can get hard, but it gets better. Don't worry, you'll be fine. And another tip I want to add onto that, I know it's tentative, but a little mini thing: don't suffer alone. If you have niggas around you, if you have friends around you, if you know somebody that you can confide in, talk. Because nine times out of 10, they'll want to listen. But that's all that I have for today. Be kind, stay strong, and find glory. KSG people. I'll see you on the next upload.